The best thing that's happened to me today, other than this conversation, is Piers Morgan has said in the press that I'm the person who bothers him the most.
Wait, why?
He interviewed me recently on his TV show, and it was meant to be an interview about how the Greens have doubled our membership recently. We're highest in the polls that we've been for a long time. But he spent the entire conversation asking me if a woman can have a penis. And I met him back with the same robustness he gave me, and I just accused him of trying to distract from the inequality in our society and the deep poverty and the elites and multimillionaires and billionaires basically sucking up our property, our assets, and taking our power and wealth. And he just kept saying, I can't be a serious politician if I think a woman can have a penis.
I mean, you nailed it. And I think it goes back to Zoran's popularity as well, as just like a lot of the culture war stuff comes across as super insincere and silly if you actually focus your effort on the material dispossessions of like the masses in general. When you talk about rent, when you talk about landlords, when you talk about the affordability crisis here in America, and your opposition goes, well, what about trans people? It's like, but this is a ridiculous thing. Like, you're a ridiculous person. You're obsessed and weird and gross for constantly trying to bring every conversation back to this like 0.1% of the population. Like, leave people alone. Leave them alone. And let's focus on the real issues that matter. And I feel like that is fairly effective. I don't think we've been able to test this out as much, especially here in America, because Democrats do shy away from class first politics. And I think they do cynically weaponize identity as a way to make it seem as though they have some sort of disagreement with the Republicans when they kind of don't. And we've seen that in tumultuous moments like this past election cycle, where the prominent Democrats were like, you know what we did wrong? We defended trans people too much. And it's like, but you didn't do that. Like, they were like, oh yeah, we're going to win this election by being transphobic ourselves. It's like, no, that's not going to happen. You're going to win the election if you actually focus on the real bread and butter kitchen table issues and show how insincere and silly your opposition is by forcing them to constantly go back to culture war stuff.